What is up? Welcome to the show. Just checking, make sure I've got everything in order. Yep, everything looks good, sounds good. Let's jump into it. Glad you can make it. Thanks for joining me. Look at this. Got another follower. One per day, holding strong. Gotta love it. Top tweets of the day. What do we got? Pancake Swap leading the transaction surge on Binance Smart Chain. This has really just been dominating the news all week, and of course we called the whole cake trade. Feels like months ago now, but that was the beginning of April, and I had sold my cake a couple weeks ago, and of course, wish I hadn't done that, but I mean the fact is we made some good profit off of it, and no looking back, but glad to see that they are just absolutely dominating the DeFi space. Look at that. They outstripped the entire Ethereum network. Pancake Swap alone, not the Binance Smart Chain, just Pancake Swap. More traffic than the entire Ethereum network. Yup. And then of course Ethereum. We actually need to jump right into that. I think I'm actually going to start with this today. Rather than the news, let's start with this, because I feel like this is more important than our headlines right now. Ethereum's doing something crazy. It caught my attention, this weekend, really, with the big crash. I mean, it really stood out as not being nearly as affected by the crashes, of course, Bitcoin and pretty much the rest of the market was. It really stayed resilient right next to Binance. So those two, the BNB coin, really, both of these, ETH and BNB, have really been jumping out at me. But today, we saw a move from Ethereum that wasn't just divergence from Bitcoin, it was divergence from Binance as well, from the BNB coin. So, what happened here? I'm actually going to plop in the Bitcoin chart, switch over to percentage, and look at this. Look at the divergence we're seeing from Bitcoin. Your orange line here, this is Bitcoin, and you can see here was our big crash. Of course, we did dip, but obviously not nearly as much. But since then, look at this. We've just been dominating right now over Bitcoin. Taken off. We've put in a beautiful floor here. You see I've drawn us a little purple box in this range. Because, I mean, look at this. Look at all the accumulation we've had between 2150 and 2022, I think. 2150, 22, somewhere in that range. Just massive accumulation. So, definitely an area to watch here as we move into this trade. But yeah, so this was yesterday. We saw some good moves from ETH yesterday as we came down. This was yesterday morning. Not good, right? But then we started moving up. I mean, we weren't just moving up. We were getting these huge buy candles. This was this morning. We really shot up here this morning. And the rest of the market has slowly been bleeding out. You can see Bitcoin's pretty much all the way back where we started today, right? Whereas Ethereum holding strong. Not only did we come down, we're stair-stepping, right? This is healthy growth. We're flipping resistance support and we're moving up. So this has really been jumping out at me, and I think, looking at my charting here and just some of the technicals I've drawn, you can see that we are poised to break 2,500 here and hit all-time highs with Ethereum, while the rest of the market seemingly is bleeding out. ETH looks like it's about to go into all-time highs. Same with Binance Coin or BNB, but Ethereum looking really, really healthy. Not financial advice, just definitely wanted to point this out. This is something I'm taking a hard look at. And you can see here some projected futures we might have. You can see we had a nice trend line forming here as we were coming down, a little downtrend, and we even activated pretty strongly at that price range on the trend line, but you can see we broke right through it. And it looks like we might be trying to do the same here. We're going to, now that we've pretty much had this same move up, we're going to consolidate down, and my smart money would be on another leg up to all-time highs to break this resistance, right? So, could be a lucrative little trade here for anyone who's interested. I'm going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance while we're here too, because that really ties into all this. Let me get rid of the Bitcoin chart now. We want to look at the daily chart. Sorry, let's look at the weekly chart on Bitcoin dominance. Get it into focus here so we can see it. And you can see this was our previous resistance line that we had drawn in. And we had said that if we keep falling below that line, then it's alt season, and we might be looking at some seriously crazy moves in all the altcoins, including Ethereum, of course. And you can see we've been moving down. We're starting to come back up a little bit, just forming a wick here. We'll see where we close on the week, but this is encouraging as far as altcoin season goes. Now, what's driving this? So this is something I've been thinking about a lot over the past few days, and I don't think it's getting nearly enough attention as it should be. We've got some headline news in here. Let me pull it up since we're going to talk about it right now. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I stuck it in our rundown here. That's not it. Maybe I didn't stick the story in here. Anyway, so we talked about the whole the mining incident, right, with China last week, and that was right before our big crash. And we kind of brushed over it a little bit when we were going through the headlines, and obviously I don't think we gave it enough time, and I didn't at the time. But now that I've sat here and really thought about it, yesterday we talked about how when the hash rate falls, when the mining hash rate falls, the difficulty level stays the same on mining blocks, right? So right now, for the next couple of weeks, we found ourselves in a situation where Bitcoin's going to really struggle with its price action right now because of what's happening on the Bitcoin blockchain itself, because of this massive shock to its hash rate. And until that hash rate gets updated, we're going to stay in this weird kind of funky price channel. One of the reasons for that right now, too, that we're seeing are transaction fees right now with Bitcoin are the highest that they've been since I started trading crypto. I mean, it's up around $50 right now to do any transaction on the Bitcoin blockchain. And that is a direct result of that hash rate that we talked about yesterday falling off the face of the earth. Oh, gosh darn it. My son told me that he would be done with his track practice at 5 o'clock. And he just sent me a text right now saying that he's done with track practice. So, hopefully this never happens again. But I'm going to have to end this stream and pick it up here in about 20 minutes when I get back. I am so sorry. To be continued.